Hello, everybody, and welcome to vlogmass week 2. I'm using the little microphone. I hope that I sound good and not too loud for you guys. I'm using actually like a little bookmark that Danny gave me as my microphone holder because, as cute as this little microphone is, it's kind of annoying to hold it like this the whole time. So, welcome to vlogmass week 2. If you are here from vlogmass week 1, hello. I know that the other one was like a lot of me talking and rambling about books. But hey, that's the purpose of the vlog. It is December 8th. Actually, technically, I think it's already December 9th. What time is it? Yeah, it's 12:10. It's already December 9th, but that's also another reason why I'm using the microphone because everybody else is sleeping and I'm kind of the only person awake right now. But I cannot help it. I need to keep reading this book. Today at work, well, yesterday at work, I was listening to the audiobook of The Housemaid. Okay, so I made it to chapter 14 in the Audible version. I have no idea how far in I am to this book. I think it's like 60 chapters. So yeah, I'm on chapter 14. And I wanted to keep reading it, so that's why I'm here at 12:15 in the morning with you guys. But hey, you get to join me along the way. Okay, so after checking my Kindle, I am 22% into the book. So that's actually quite a lot, having just started it today. But yeah, let's keep going. Wow, this book is crazy. This book is actually crazy. I don't know how I'm gonna put this down tomorrow when I actually have to like continue with life because this book is like I'm reading it and I'm like not believing what's going on. I have to talk to my sister about this book. This is crazy. This is crazy. Hello. Okay, so it's definitely still week 2, and I have no content from this week because there was nothing much that I did this week other than read and spend time with family. Monday, I literally worked all day. Tuesday was busy in the morning, worked at night, and then Wednesday worked in the morning and went straight to my sister's house to help with my little nephews, which I honestly had too good of a time to be like picking up my camera to do anything. I was with them from Wednesday night all the way till Thursday night, like late at night. So there was no content to record this week, honestly. My week was just reading when I could and being with family. Even like today's Saturday, I had work until 2:30, but even after work I went out with family again. Oh, also, if you're wondering what my little microphone is on, it is on a colored pencil because the bookmark that I used last time, I could not find it. So I'm using a colored pencil this time to stabilize my little microphone. So enjoy that. But still juicy stuff to talk about because I was reading right now and I was reading a new book and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I have not talked to them about the books I've already read this week and I need to catch you guys up on those because they were insane." Well, one of them was insane. The other one was like the little novelette that I talked about. So let me get those and talk to you guys about them. I told you guys about The Housemaid from Fred McFadden. So I told you guys that I bought it, and I bought it on the Kindle, but I also bought it as an Audible so that way I can listen to it while I was at work. It took me 2 days to finish that book. I started on Monday, and by Wednesday morning, I was done. Yeah, I started it Monday afternoon, not even in the morning time. And I was done with it by Wednesday morning. That book, I could not put it down. This book is crazy. This book is crazy good. So many parts to it that I was just like, what the heck just happened? And then I would go back to it and I'm like, I have to reading it again because I'm like, I would literally have to stop the Audible, go back to the book on my Kindle to reread what I just read to be like, what was that? This book is insane. So she basically, oh my gosh, this is such a good book. She's an ex-convict. So she was looking for work, and because of being the fact that she's like an ex-felon and an ex-convict, all of that, it's very hard for her to find work. Her name is Millie, and it's very hard for her to find work because of the fact that she's an ex-convict. People don't want her. The last job she had, they basically told her like, "Hey, you know, we'll let you leave silently and we won't report it to your parole officer." So she ended up living in her car for a couple of months because after losing that job, she couldn't live in the apartment that she was in. So and her parole officer knew none of this because obviously this is a violation of her parole. So then she goes to this interview, and it's to interview to be a housemaid for like these expensive people. Like she's supposed to be their maid, live in a maid and all of that. Like whenever the wife needs something, she's supposed to be like at her beck and call, all of that. So fine. So she's thinking like a week later, oh, I'm not gonna get this job. They haven't even reached out to me. A week later, she gets reached out to, and they're like, hey, you can have the job. And she's over the moon about it. And like this housewife who knows nothing of like what things cost, she's just like, oh, this is where you're gonna live. And it's like these practically like the size of like a closet, like a coat closet. That's where she lives. That's where she's gonna live. But to her, it's like, you know what? This is in the back of my car, so this is better than anything. But the strange thing about that room is that there's no bathroom in there, first of all. And on top of that, it locks from the outside. So you're already thinking, oh, something's gonna happen here. This has significance to it. And it does later on, of course. And in the end, it's like you're finding so much about the characters. Like what I like about it was like in three parts, I think. So the first part was from Millie's point of view. The second part was from the housewife's point of view, which her name was Nina. Nina has a husband named Andy and a child named Cece. Cece is her child, not the husband's child. So she was from like a previous marriage, like a previous like one night stand, not even a marriage, a one night stand. So he has been raising her to be her own, and he's like the breadwinner of the family. Like he owns a company some way or another. Like he's just a rich man, so she doesn't have to worry about anything other than hiring Millie, and that's basically it. You're thinking the whole time, oh, this is just another white suburban family. That you got the rich housewife who's like ends up kind of being like crazy because she keeps like requesting crazy things from Millie. So she'll be go like, oh, I need you to go do this. Millie will go do it, and then she calls her and like, why are you doing that? I never said for you to do that. And you're thinking, oh my gosh, she's crazy. This is her fault. Everything that's going on is her fault. And then you end up finding out it's not. And she's been doing it all on like uh I don't even want to like spoil anything, because if you do want to read this book, you should. Like if you haven't, you should, because holy goodness Christ. This was a good book. I couldn't put it down. So like it's 62 chapters. So I read it through the Audible and I read it through my Kindle. I didn't end up getting the physical book because I really wanted to read it and I didn't want to wait for it to come through Amazon or go buy it. I just wanted to start reading it the moment my sister told me about it. So I finished that. I finished that on Wednesday. I finished it on a Wednesday. On Wednesday, I also started reading the other Freida McFadden book. So I started reading The Gift on Wednesday. Even though it's 44 pages long, when you're around an 11-month-old and a 2-year-old, you're not getting any reading done. You're spending time with them and you're making sure that they're happy. So getting through this took me way longer than it should have, but I got through it. So I finished it on Thursday. It's literally a 44-page long book. So it's nothing crazy. It was basically just that this character, like she is dead broke. Her and her husband are dead broke, but it's their first Christmas as a married couple. So they really wanted to get like gifts for each other, but they're like, look, it can't be expensive gifts. We are dead broke. We need to focus on saving money to get out of this like broke apartment that we have. And so she's working like double shifts at a diner. She has two jobs, but because he's like in law school, so she's trying to support both of them. So it's a lot. But then she's working at the diner, and this old lady like stays super late, and they're trying to leave early because it's Christmas Eve. and her husband are supposed to exchange gifts at like midnight, and she has nothing yet. So the old lady hears this and she's like, "Hey, why don't you come to my store? I have like this vintage store. Maybe somehow, some way you can get something." And you're thinking, this old lady's weird, but maybe she's going somewhere with this. So fine, she follows her back to the vintage store. And they start looking around. There's a monkey's paw, if you know what a monkey's paw is, but it's like almost like a, uh, what is this called? Okay, so a monkey's paw is a talisman. So basically, it's supposed to be like something negative. Usually, people take it as like good luck, but it's supposed to grant you like 3 wishes. It's not like rubbing a bottle for a genie, but that's what the little talisman is supposed to do. It's supposed to grant you 3 wishes. But she's like, you know what? That's kind of a weird gift. I'm not gonna give that to him. Is there anything else that I could give to him? She was like, okay, well, how about this? And shows him like a chain. The thing is, what we know about the husband is that he has a pocket watch that his father gave him. It's like the only thing that he has left of him. It's like his prized possession. Like, probably that little watch in her mind comes before herself. So she's like, you know what? I have to get this thing. I have to get this chain for his watch. There's no other thing that I could get him. The thing is, since they're dead broke, she tells the old lady, she's like, hey, I cannot pay for this. Like, I don't have the money to pay for this. What do you want me to do? And she's like, okay, we can trade. And she's like, okay, I have nothing to trade. What can I possibly trade? She goes, well, you have really nice hair. And she's like, okay, thank you, but what does it have to do with what I'm going to trade you? And she's like, why don't you trade me your hair? So this woman, this little old lady, shaves off most of her hair, practically all of it. She's practically bald. And it's not a pixie haircut, it's not a cute haircut. No, she's practically bald and it's like uneven. It's bad. It's so bad to the point that when she goes back to her apartment that night, she puts on a beanie to hide it from her husband, but she's so excited because she's like, I got the perfect gift for him because he's definitely gotten me something at this point and I need to match it so he's just as excited as I am. Fine. She gets home, they do all that, and she's like, hey, like let's exchange gifts. But when she walks into the house, it's a mess. She says like the kitchen looks absolutely disgusting. Like the whole apartment is a mess, and she's thinking to herself, this man has been here all day. Why hasn't he been picked up like even a little bit? But fine. She tries to look past all of that. She tries to look past all of the flaws, considering the fact that it's their first Christmas as a married couple together. So fine. She tries to look over all of it. Then he's like, oh, okay, what's your gift? And she's like, oh, it's this. And he sees the neck and he goes, is this a necklace? And she's like, no, that's a chain for your watch. He goes, why would you give me this? And she's thinking to herself, like, this ungrateful little man. And he was like, okay, well, I'll bring mine over now. It's brownies, not a gift. And she literally told him straight up, was like, where's my actual gifts? Because she thought it was a joke. So then he goes, oh, let me go back to the kitchen. And she's thinking, oh, he's forgetting a knife to cut the brownies. No, he came back with a knife to cut the brownies that were overcooked, overdone, burnt. Yeah. And she was like, okay, took the knife, killed him, goes back to the vintage store and is like, hey, I need a wig now because she has a bunch of wigs. And she's like, oh, okay. Plot twist at the end, that man was cheating on the wife the whole time. Her husband cheating on her the whole time, had somebody else's baby, and was gonna leave her for the other woman. But the old lady is the mom of the other woman. And her original plan was to get that bald woman left behind by her husband, but instead she killed him. So she's like, oh, well, I guess I just ruined my daughter's life. So yeah, that was a pretty interesting, like, little short story. I would say it's worth the time because I think I got it for like $3 on Amazon, so it's definitely worth it. As for the book that I'm reading now, it's called The Christmas You Found Me by Sarah Morgenthaler. This book has been slow. It's been slow. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm probably to chapter 8 already. I've been reading, I got the Audible that I can read it, like listen to it while I'm at work. And I've been reading it on my Kindle as well as now the physical book when I've gotten the chance to. It's been slow, but it's been so kind of cute in a couple of moments. Like right now, oh my gosh, it was so cute. Let me pull it up. Okay, so this was literally the part that made me realize like I need to be talking to you guys about this book because it is so cute. Like, yes, it's been slow, but this part was very cute. So the reason so backtrack. This book is basically like a marriage of convenience right now, which is interesting because I've never really read a book like that. I've read like Close Quarters. I've never read one of like those books where it's like convenience marriages where let's be married because it's going to work out for both of us type of thing. He is a widow with a daughter who has like kidney failure type of thing. So he's trying to support his little girl, and this lady just got divorced, and she's like, you know what? Why don't we get together? Because we both need somebody. You need somebody to have on your insurance, and I need insurance. So they're like, hey, let's get together. So now they're living on her ranch, and so far, like, they're like awkward with each other because they literally have known each other for 2 days and got married the second day that they knew each other. She was called him and was like, let's do this. And he's like, yeah, I guess this is a good idea. So now they live together. But this part was so cute because he was like, he was saying how basically his daughter had told her, "Hey, Sienna, like you look my dad looks at you funny." The dad's name is Guy. So Guy was looking at Sienna kind of funny, and the daughter calls him out and is like, "You guys are looking at each other kind of funny." But then Guy was like, I do look at you funny. And he was like, a gorgeous woman sent me to work with snowman cutout sandwiches and Oreos. Took care of my daughter all day and made Emma laugh in a way I haven't heard in forever. And when I came home, there was coffee waiting for me. If I'm looking at you funny, it's because I'm trying to figure out if I'm hallucinating all of this. I thought that was so cute. It was corny, but it's cute. So that's kind of where I'm at now. I am 29% done with the book, so my goal is to finish it so that way I can talk about it in Vlogmas week 3. I want to finish out this weekend strong. So today's Saturday. I didn't take any content again today, but I will be taking some content tomorrow. Gonna be hanging out with a boyfriend. We're gonna be going to the movie theater and just also finishing as much of the book that I can finish when I get the chance. So I can't wait to bring you along with me while I do that. So toodles for tonight. Okay, this is too cute not to talk about because he said I wasn't sure if check the gate meant check the gate, leave me alone, or follow me and let's flirt with each other under the moonlight. Since I'm hoping for the last one, I brought a cookie to break the ice. They met 2 days ago. 2 days ago. Okay, good morning. It is the next morning. Last night I got up to 35% in the book. Today I'm going to continue reading more of it until I can. Me and Danny are going to go to the movie theaters in a couple of hours to go watch the new Jujutsu Kaisen movie. We watched the series, the movie came out, his brother told us it was really good. So we're going to watch that this morning. We're going to have breakfast together, so that's going to be the morning time. After that, we have a couple of errands to run, but I'm going to try to get as much as I can possible done of the book. So until he picks me up, that's what I'm going to be doing. Hello. Okay, so I'm actually filming this almost a week after the last clip because time has completely gotten away from me this week. I'm technically in actually already week 3 of Vlogmas, but it's been kind of crazy. Editing has completely gotten away from me. So this is this is how we're ending off week 2, even though it's technically in week 3, but then you'll also get week 3 this coming Wednesday. So technically you're getting like videos back to back. So hey, it's a win-win. But I do want to say that Sunday ended up going great. We had a great time watching the Jujutsu Kaisen movie. It was actually really good. The part, like the beginning of it, was like a recap of how the seasons had ended, so that was helpful because I'm the type of person that I can't really remember what's in an anime. I can watch one, enjoy it in that moment, but you can't tell me 2 weeks later, hey, what happened? Well, okay, maybe two, maybe not 2 weeks, but definitely like a month later, 2 months later, I'm already forgetting things. And I think it's because I watch it with subtitles. So I'm listening to it in Japanese and reading it. And it doesn't retain as much as if it was like a show in English. Like, if you tell me anything Friends, I can tell you right now the whole plot of Friends. But don't tell me the whole plot of Jujutsu Kaisen because I won't be able to tell you. We had breakfast before going. It was awesome. There's this little place that I've gone to since like I was a little kid. So we went there for breakfast. So like that was delicious because we get like a special breakfast where it's like café con leche, pan cubano, the huevo fritos with the ham already like in it. So it was delicious. That day was actually so much fun. We ended up doing so much more than we had planned, so that was awesome. I got through a lot of the book. Technically, I'm already done with it, but I will talk to you guys about it more in week 3 of Vlogmas. But there's definitely some quotes that I want to talk to you guys about because I thought they were so cute and I can't end off this week without giving you more. So, here it is. Losing the sheer presence of him makes the air around me feel empty, as if my personal bubble is regretting returning to its normal state of emptiness. I thought that was just so cute because it's relatable. When you're in a relationship, your personal bubble feels like it becomes your partner's personal bubble sometimes. Yes, there's boundaries, and those are very important. But sometimes when me and Dan are together, my personal bubble is his personal bubble. So it's like we end up mixing with each other. And like, let's say we're at a party, and he goes talks to like my cousins, and I'm talking to like some family members over here. We're far apart from each other, and I could feel like I feel his loss of presence next to me. So that little quote right there was so relatable, and I thought that was so cute. So that was a good quote. And now on to the next one. So remember, this is a marriage of convenience. So they never had a dating phase, they never had a get to know you phase. They're literally getting to know each other as the days pass. They got married the second day that they knew each other. So this one made my little like butterflies in my stomach go crazy because I thought this was cute. It's a date. When he looks at me like this and brushes the softest kiss to my lips, I know it absolutely is a date. It feels strange to be dating my husband. It feels awfully good to make out with him on the porch steps for a while. I'm shivery with cold and breathless when we finally pull away. I thought that was so sweet because it's like they really did never have a period of dating. So that was like they were talking on the porch and they're like, "Hey, let's do this and it'll be our date." And that's just in itself so exciting for her because they never did have that dating phase. So I thought that was pretty cute. Okay, so this next quote is kind of sad. The little backstory to it before talking about it is that she had to call Micah, which is her ex-husband, come to the farm because they had lost some of the cows. So he was coming back to help her with the cows. They ended up talking to each other, and this is basically the quote that they talked about, but I felt like this quote was pretty like somber but pretty serious at the same time because it's one of those things like it could be relatable in a sad way, but that makes you kind of realize like, wow, this is such a like poetic way of putting it. It's sad, don't get me wrong, but such a poetic way of putting it. The quote is, 8,000 paper cuts, I say quietly. That's what being married to you was like. 8,000 smug smirks, 8,000 little looks, 8,000 snorts of disapproval. You were an aggressive drunk, which scared me a lot more than I ever admitted. But being married to you was bleeding out on my feet from 1,000 paper cuts, and it hurt worse than I could even describe. You might be the guy on the horse who knows how to help with the cows, but the loser at home, he's the one patiently waiting for me to figure out what I want when I want it. You tell me, Micah, which one of you is the real man? And the reason I say that this could be so relatable is because a woman will always wait so long for a man to like improve himself instead of just walking away. And then that was kind of her saying, like, that was what she had gone through, that like every single time that he hurt her was just another little paper cut. Every I'm sorry is another little paper cut. So I just thought that was like, I know it's sad, but I feel like that was such a strong poetic quote that I just had to include it in the little recap. Wait right there. Because to actually wrap up week 2 of Vlogmas, I'm going to show you the new advent calendar little goodies that I got this week from mine and Danny's advent calendar. Before we get on to that part, I do have a new microphone holder for the week, which is just a little pen. This is so much fun. I love having a little microphone. But yeah, just want to say that. Okay, so move the position on my mic since I need both hands. But advent calendar will be running from December 8th to December 14th for week 2. So let's do it. This is box 8. Let's see what we got. Some eye masks, which are actually pretty cute because I guess they're supposed to be lavender eye masks. They're eye gels. Marine collagen eye mask. Pretty cool. Okay, it doesn't smell like lavender, but it's very cute. Okay, box 9 for day 9. And here we've got, I think, like another mask. Okay. Yep, we've got a hand mask, which I actually like to use another one a lot, which is the Aveeno hand mask. It is so like, it feels like luxury on a budget because they're like $4 or $3. But I'll definitely want to use this one as soon as possible, so that's pretty exciting. Next is box 10. We have gotten here, oh, a little shower steamer. I actually really like these. I've never really used a lot of them before, but oh my gosh, this smells absolutely amazing. But yeah, super cute. Okay, now on to day 11. In here, oh, the box is so cute. Okay, in here we've got another mask. Yep, a facial mask. A Provence lavender facial mask. Interesting. Okay, guys, box 12 is coming on pretty strong. I think this is like the biggest box so far that we've had in a while. It's like a little towel. I actually don't know what this is, so it says Textile Boutique. Oh, is it like a little, I'm honestly not sure what this is, but the material is like very soft. I just have no idea what it is. It just looks like a really big, tiny blanket, which is an oxymoron, but I have no idea what this is supposed to be for. It smells nice. I just don't know what it's for. Okay, now on to box 13, day 13. Let's see. Oh, okay, yes. This one is actually very cute. It's like this little, it's shape of a heart. Oh, it's hard to tell. But in here is like these little rose petals. That's so pretty. And they're so like soft too. Oh my gosh, they smell absolutely amazing. So this is like when you take a bath, you put like the little rose petals in the bath. Just take another look. Like that's just so pretty. I've never used this before, so I'm actually really excited. So yeah, that's day 13, and then now on to the last one. Okay, time for box 14. So day 14, which is the last day of, supposed to be the last day of week 2 of Vlogmas. Oh, it's bath salts. I've never really used bath salts before. I like using Epsom salt in my baths. The jar is also so cute. There it is. That is the advent calendar for week 2 of Vlogmas. Thank you so much for joining. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I was talking a lot about books, but after all, I am the book girl around here. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you came from week 1, I hope you loved week 1. If you haven't watched week 1, go back and watch it. And as well as my intro video when I bought my first car. I hope you guys loved week 2, and I'm looking forward to week 3. There won't be too much content, but it's definitely going to be still an exciting watch. I would love to talk to you guys more about the books that I have finished and the book I'm going to into reading and a little other stuff, but you can look forward to that into the next video for next week. Thank you for watching today's video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!